I recently had placed an order on Amazon for these Z palettes, or Z palettes if you're Canadian, and I received them like a week ago or something, and so last night I went on this crazy depotting spree and I took out so many of my blushes and highlighters and eyeshadows that were in this really bulky packaging, and I put them in here. This saves so much space. I'll have a link to my depotting tutorial that I did like years ago. It's the exact same method that I still use, so I'll have that link below. When I was finished with that, I posted a picture of these on Instagram, and I had so many questions from you guys about these. I had a lot of questions about the blues actually, and since I did have so many questions, I decided to go ahead and film a tutorial with this bright blue that's in here, which is the one that most people asked about. This is by Nars and it's called Outremer. It's a matte electric blue shadow that's just really unique. So if you want to depot your own stuff, check out my tutorial, and I'll also have a link to these Z palettes, which is where I bought mine, and it's just really easy to store your stuff that way. And let's jump into this tutorial because it's really bright and fun, and I hope you guys love it. So the main eyeshadow that we're going to be working with today is this one. This is by Nars and it's called Outremer. Now the only thing is, this is an amazing color. I mean, look at this. This is like, what? But it's matte and it's really chalky. So unfortunately this is not the greatest formulation, but it is an absolutely stunning color, so that's why I am willing to work with it. You do need to have some kind of a sticky base underneath, because otherwise this is just going to be like, it doesn't really adhere that well to your skin, so definitely get some kind of a sticky base. So I'm gonna start off with this one by Makeup Forever. This is the Aquamatic pencil, I-22, and I have a little bit of the MAC base already down, the paint pot, in soft ochre. That's just kind of to neutralize the redness that I have, and really just kind of put this all over my eye, and then take a blending brush, just blend that out. Now these pencils set, and then it's really hard to blend them, so you have to do this kind of quickly. If you don't have this one, I'm sure you can find like a blue one from NYX, because this is really going to help the shadow to stick. Next, you want to grab a matte eyeshadow that is about the same color as your skin. So for me, that's been Nye Toast. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to first go ahead and apply that as the highlight, because like I said, the shadow is a little bit tricky to blend. So putting that down is going to help you to blend it out. And I'm not actually going to use a transition color in this look, because that will kind of make the blue look muddy, especially if you use sort of like a brown tone color as a transition, which is really easy to transition colors, but that's going to make that blue look very muddy, and I want it to be just really, really stark blue. So I don't want it to be blending with different colors, because then you're not going to get that true color payoff. We're going to go in with that amazing shadow by Nars, and I'm just going to pick this up on a flat brush, really sort of packing it on. And this one, you just want to press it, okay? Because this is, like I said, kind of a chalky eyeshadow, so the more you blend with it, the more fallout you're gonna get. I am just packing that down. Oh, this color is so gorgeous. I love it. Only it were a little bit easier to work with. And I don't have a dupe for this. I think the closest one I have is one by Kryolan, but this one is just a little bit brighter, which is just gonna be hard to find a dupe for because it is pretty unique. Then I'm gonna go in with a blending brush. This is one by Smashbox. I'm just gonna go around the edges. And this one you're gonna have to take some time to blend. Like I said, this is not the easiest eyeshadow to work with. If this is really tricky for you, then you can use a transition color, like using an ochre color or something like that, but that is going to diminish the color of the blue, so that's why I don't want to do that. And if you need to shape the edges, go back in with your neutral color that you used before and just try and blend the edges out, because sometimes when you have a shadow that's a little bit chalkier, sometimes you need to kind of go over it with a neutral color just on the outside. Just lighten it with that color, with your sort of skin tone color shadow. Next, I'm going in with MAC Black Track Fluid Line. This is just on a spatula and a little artist brush like this. I have a whole video on it though, if you want to see like how to eyeline your eyes. Okay. Now you're gonna have a little bit of blue outside, that's okay, I'm gonna remove that with a wipe. So once you've got that angled line, you just wanna connect it. And then fill that in. So now you can just go in with concealer. I'm just gonna use this one here. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind. So I'm just gonna paint that on kind of underneath and anywhere where I've removed some of the foundation and concealer, and then just grab a beauty blender. Now I've just gone and set the concealer with a little bit of powder, and now I'm gonna go in and do this kind of accent blue. Now if you wanna do blue, you can do blue all over the bottom lid, kind of like really smoked out blue. I didn't wanna do that just because I felt like that's gonna really close my eyes and just make them look a lot smaller. I'm just gonna grab a pencil brush. This is the MAC 219. I used a little bit of the pencil underneath. A little bit of the pencil, I kind of forgot that. And then I'm gonna go back in with the Nars Outre-mer and just pop that on top. Next I'm gonna go in with this bright white eyeshadow. This is by Makeup Forever. It's one of the artist shadows. It's a metallic white. And you can just kind of blend that on the lower lash here. And I also used that and kind of put that right on that tear duct area. And then blended that with the blue. And then kind of blending that out just here, so you've got a little bit of white reflects there. I'm going to take a bright white eyeliner, this is one by Maybelline, and just apply that onto my lower waterline. Then I actually used a blue mascara. This is by Clarins, and this is like the best one that I have that really transfers blue. It's number 02 Curacao, because I've tried some sort of lesser expensive ones by other brands, and they just really don't transfer the color. This one I find really works. Apply that onto top and bottom lashes. This is another palette that or a bunch of products that I depotted and put in my Z palette. I'm going to take this one right here, which is by Kryolan. This is the Glamour Glow and Pale Tans, and I'm just going to apply that onto sort of my cheekbones, like sort of the highest part. I feel like these highlighters, these are all highlighters by Kryolan. They're so underrated. Like I feel like these are just excellent highlighters. They're very intense. For blush, I'm gonna use this one right here. This is by MAC. I depotted this one as well. This is called Fun Ending. This was limited edition. And just apply that to the apples of my cheek and then just blend upwards. So for the lips, I want my lips to look almost erased, like there's no lips, but still a little bit of definition. I don't know, does that even make sense? So I'm gonna use this really super light pencil. This is by MissLyn. Just gonna do this on top. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a slightly deeper lip pencil. This is one by Max Factor, and it is in the shade 02 Pink Petal. I'm going to put a little bit of this lipstick on top. This is by Kiko Cosmetics, and it is number 400. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos by me, make sure to click the videos listed right now on the sidebar. On this video, you can click them and it'll take you to another tutorial of mine. You can also click the info card. That's like a new thing now on YouTube. You can click on the info card. It's a new feature that also works on mobile phones. So if you've never been able to click the annotations before, you can now click the info card, which is a little eye at the top of the video in one of the corners. So go and check that out. I'll have a couple more links there. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you very soon. Bye!